Hello and welcome to part 2 of your holiday reset series. It is so good to have you back. Today we are working into our feet. So as mentioned, our feet hold the beginning and end of 6 meridian points, which are energetic lines to our digestive system. So think stomach, gallbladder, kidney. Throughout the holidays, we're eating foods we normally don't, maybe drinking more than we normally do, traveling into new parts of the world that our digestive system isn't used to. And so besides our general twists in yoga that support our digestive system, opening those meridians within our feet will connect you to a healthy digestive system this holiday. So today we'll begin at the feet in a butterfly posture with the legs. So soles of the feet are touching, knees are open wide. The closer the heels are to the pelvis, the more of a sensation you'll receive. The farther out they are from you, the less of a sensation. So just feel where you'll be able to stay for a few moments. As we begin at the feet, remember that this is the point in our body that ground our lives. So we're just going to take a moment to find our feet, bring awareness to them. Take a moment to look at your feet. Imagine your feet as your roots. They carry you through everything. They allow you to feel the earth beneath you. They allow you to stand tall. Connecting the left and the right foot allows for equal parts of our energy to be together. Maybe wiggle the toes, feeling the balls of the feet and the heels connected. Being in awe of the glimmer of space between the arches. Now begin to massage the feet using your thumbs. So we'll start with the soles. Just being slow, curious, and intentional. If you find a tender spot or any knots, maybe stay there a little bit longer. Always breathing into the uncomfortable, allowing ourselves to make space. Here we're stimulating pathways connected to the organs, the emotions, and the nervous system. Slowly begin to walk the thumbs up to the arches, pressing all the way from the ball of the foot up to the center of the foot. The inner arch relates to your kidneys. Maybe rotating the thumb from the base of the thumb up to the fingertip, all through the arch of the feet. Ensuring you're starting at the top and then working your way down to the heel. Moving your way up into the ball of the foot. The top portion of the foot that connects to the big toe, the meaty part. As you massage, imagine energy flowing upward, taking energy out of the top of the feet all the way up through the ankles into the top of the head. Keep massaging, feeling any points of tightness. Self-massage is always available to us. If you have a foot reflexology ball, could be really supportive here. Using the knuckles, combing from the ball of the foot to the heel. Using as much pressure as you can without this feeling painful. And then letting that practice go, plant the feet and windshield wiper out the legs. Just flushing out that butterfly pose. Again, feeling every edge of the foot on the floor beneath you. The knife edge side, the inner part of the foot. Pausing for a second with feet on the ground, hands behind you, chest proud, remembering that our feet are like our roots. So imagine, you can shut down your eyes, that there are roots growing from the tops of the feet all the way down into the center of the earth. These roots are so strong and interconnected to the world beneath you. As you notice those roots going into the center of the earth, imagine them coming right back up. Feeling the sense of connectedness, rootedness to the earth beneath you in this space and time. Slowly start to shift the heels back so you come to a kneeling position. Coming into fire toes, tuck the back toes, untuck the pinky toe, the toe next to that. So all of your toes look like this in dorsal flexion. Weight is on the heels, shoulders over hips will give you the most sensation. If this is too much for you today, slightly shift forward and come onto your fingertips, and you can even lift your seat. Just that tucking might be enough for you today. I've been practicing fire toes pretty regularly for quite some time. So you'll notice if this becomes a regular practice for you in those meridians and your foot becomes more open, this will become accessible. Not that this is better or worse, it's just the pressure that serves my feet for me today. Once you find a seated position that you can stay for a decent amount of time, go ahead and shut down the eyes. Either palms up to receive the energy from the room around you, or palms down to continue to ground into yourself. You can shut down the eyes, nothing to see here. I hope this is starting to get a little uncomfortable for you, and that's a good thing. That's where we want to be, and that's where our breath starts to kick in. So with the eyes closed, come back to your inhale for 4, your pause at the top for 2, exhale for 6, pause at the bottom for 2. We learned this in part 1. Staying connected to your breath. Maybe slightly disassociating here. envisioning that higher self in the middle of your third eye. Coming back to your intention you set for the week. Keeping the breath steady. That is the most important part of your yoga practice. The breath remaining full and expansive is the root of finding space within the body. You'll notice when you flow in yoga, if the breath becomes shallow, you've gone too far. You've either sat in a pose for too long, you're moving too fast. Allow your breath to be your guide to make space. You're doing so good. I have eyes on the time. As this continues to get more and more uncomfortable, that's the goal. We call this meeting your edge in yoga. As you meet your edge, that's where the breath really starts to work to create the space. Keep going. We're here for 2 more breaths. One more deep inhale. Fill up. Put a little more weight in the heels. You can do it. Exhale, release. And at the bottom of the exhale, shift forward so softly. Untuck the toes and lightly tap them out on your mat. Good. And once you're done tapping, go back to tucking the toes and find a tuck toe cat-cow. So opening the chest, look up, cow pose. Slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time, curl the spine, look past the belly button for cat pose. Inhale, look up, cat pose. Cow pose. Exhale, round at the spine, cat. When you come back to tabletop with the toes tucked, hover the knees for a bear posture. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now I just want you to feel these postures with tucked toes. If in your yoga practice you want to continue to expand through the toes and the tops of the feet, so it's really easy to keep the toes tucked in these foundational asanas. So inhale, plank pose, toes are tucked. Exhale, push through bear. Feel the length in the bottom of the feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. If you ever decide, and yoga will often flow where we go from plank to chaturanga, upward facing dog. If you want to skip all of that, this is a really good transition series. So inhale, shift forward, plank, shift way forward and feel an opening in the bottom of the feet. Exhale, tabletop, bear pose, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bear pose, shift back. Booty is back, tabletop spine. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Drop the knees, come back into a child's pose. Finding the forehead to the mat. Pausing here. Slowly walking the fingertips back to the heels. And if you're ready to close your practice for the day, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Inhaling your intention. Exhale, send it out to the universe. knowing that showing up is always enough. Great job today, and I'll see you in part 3.